Now, I'm really a lucky man to have two of these GPX750Rs. One is a dedicated track bike that has never been registered for the street, and this one that's been restored and made streetable from a variety of parts that I had available. And you could watch this whole video. We're going on a nice ride today in full 4K. Adjust your settings. Now, it looks like the weather's in our favor today for a really nice ride. Should be 50 degrees by lunchtime. We are headed out on the open road. So if you follow the channel, you know every day we have to move bikes around. We have a small garage and a humble bike collection. The one we want is always in the back. But getting them ready is part of the fun of getting ready for a ride. And whenever I have two of them outside the garage, or sometimes three, I tend to look and compare. And this is one of the older ones. 40 plus years. This one a little bit newer, but still it's a 1989, and I do have two of them. And the one that we used as a track bike for at least 5 years, that one I still have it. I use it as a parts bike since my track days are over. But when I made this street bike, I took all the good parts off of the track bike, all the good body work and all the good so it was a lot of fun. It's all out on the channel, by the way. The paintwork, and several people, I've gotten several nice comments over the years about the green paintwork. They love it. It's Camaro paint. I did it to immortalize my friend who bought a green Camaro years ago. And he's got a 150 mile an hour Camaro now, Kent Ticer. Hey, if you're watching, Kent, I still love that Camaro green. With the normal daily pre-flight we do every time we ride the bike, checking the air in the tires, cleaning off the bugs, cleaning off the mud from the whatever, dust from the garage. I like to ride a clean bike, and out in this area today, the roads were really nice and clean. It hadn't rained in a couple of days. So I really enjoyed this ride like no other. And one of the things that makes this bike very special to me, I love the sound of the MUZZY muffler. I have 5 different mufflers for the bike, some louder, some quieter, but the MUZZY floats my boat. Now, there are a lot of things about this bike that they're very different than a modern bike, and I do have modern bikes, MT-09R1, but the small 16-inch front wheel makes the bike really turn in quickly. It's very nimble. I have the forks lowered a bit, and I've tuned it to exactly the way I like to ride up in this area. It is really a quick turning bike, very quick to steering, and it's got a nice feel. It feels lighter than it really is. It's just, there's no way to describe it. It's just a fun bike to ride. And of course, one of the things that makes this bike extra enjoyable, to me anyway, I have the mount already made, the Jivvy mount to mount my Valentine radar detector. That is such a big thing. And the bikes, there's 2 bikes in my collection I still don't have a mount for. Shame on me. But to have the kind of fun you can have with this bike and not have a radar detector, I really don't know about that. And what's nice about this too, having 2 bikes, I have 2 sets of wheels, a set of green wheels that match the bike with a blue stripe, and a set of black wheels with the green stripe, just to change it up. And as the years and mileage have piled up on this bike, it's just been ultra reliable. It really is good on gas, and it has the best thing, a really comfortable seat. because we used this bike many years on the track, Luciano got a lot of track days out of this bike too. One of the things, you get a lot of confidence in, one of the things I do have a lot of confidence in is the suspension, after all these years, is still in real nice shape. And because the shock in the back is an air shock, infinitely adjustable, and it really is infinitely tunable. And when I laid out the paintwork for this, I did so many sketches and so many mock-ups and so many patterns, and I've shown a lot of that on videos recently. But the final paint job that came out, and thank you, John Pothia, for help with the graphics and laying out the lettering. It's unique, yet it still looks like the factory could have made it. And I said before, when I've had other mufflers, I even had the track bike muffler on this, it just got too loud. I had one of the mufflers that I have is just too restrictive, but the MUZZY, oh, I just love that sound. And in the whole 10 years that I've had the motorcycle, I've done all the maintenance myself. It's been a very easy bike to work on, very easy bike to maintain, super easy. And one of the more popular videos on the channel, and it's a really old video, is of the time I took to spend polishing that swing and arm. And it's beautiful aluminum. I made one of the videos on the channel when I restored it, and it got a ton of hits. Another neat little thing about the bike, it's got the infinitely adjustable risers under the handlebars that allow the bars to be custom tuned to the height of any rider, and they really are comfortable for me. Now, because it's a historically registered bike, I never have to pay for a registration again. It's free for the rest of my life. And the new progressive insurance policy that I have, it's under $30 a year to insure this bike. So that's a nice combination when you have a bike that basically has I think it's a nice custom look and comfortable to ride, good on gas, and sounds like a pipe organ when you go through the gears. There's just not a lot not to like on this bike. And I guess that's part of the charm and why I really like it. So this turned out to be just a beautiful, beautiful spring day. Pretty soon the leaves will be on the trees. It's just getting nicer by the day. We're riding more and more as the weather gets nicer. And I hope you enjoyed joining us on this ride. And if you did, please take a second and hit the like button. I really do appreciate the support you give to the channel and the support I've gotten from people who go back with me many, many years. I'm celebrating 10 years on YouTube. And thanks so much for watching.